Alrighty, welcome back everyone, it's Garland here, and today we are going to be going through the spell rotation guide for Soulbinder Damnation Mod 10. There's going to be two spell sets that you're going to mainly want to use. Let's go over them very quickly and go over in depth a little bit. We're only going to be talking about encounter powers and at-wills. All the other stuff can be found in the Ultimate Edition guide, which I released. There will be a link in the description to go back to the guide if you want to go through the powers for the build itself. But for your at-wills, we are using Hand of Blight. Hand of Blight is great. It does good damage. It also provides a debuff on the 4th cast. If you're in melee range, you can actually mow down trash mobs with it pretty quickly. And Essence Defiler, you should be casting this pretty much non-stop. It's going to be your main spark generator. It does decent damage. They still haven't fixed the tooltip for it, so that's kind of funny. It still says it's a melee and the damage is 254. Yeah, it's a lot more than that. Okay, so the first rotation guide we're going to be going through is going to be for trash mobs. So if you're going through Castle Never and you're just doing trash mobs, you're going to be slotting Dread Theft, Blades of the Vanquished, and it's going to be up to you. You can keep your Soul Scorch slotted if you really want to, or you can flop in Fury Bolt. That's up to you. But for an example, let's just toss on Fury Bolt instead of Soul Scorch. Now, I've mentioned in the build video that Tyrannical Threat has been changed. You can't cast Tyrannical anymore pre-fight. So if you look, the bottom left there, it's grayed out. I can't cast Tyrannical. You have to have a target to cast Tyrannical. That's just absurd. So once I have a target, I'm able to cast Tyrannical. Now you can only cast Tyrannical Threat now on one mob. You cannot cast it on 3 mobs like you previously could. Another thing I want to mention is that if you have a Warlock's Curse, if I pop a Warlock's Curse, you can see my Warlock's Curse. If I pop my Tyrannical on the Warlock's Curse, the Tyrannical will overwrite the Warlock's Curse. So for instance, let's just go through a simple rotation here. So we got a group of trash mobs right here. We're going to be focusing on this one here. Let's curse it. You're going to cast your Tyrannical, cast your Blades, go in, cast your Fury Bolt, and then cast your Dread Theft. Now, all these mobs should be hitting, but you have to keep in mind, if you kill the trash mob that has Tyrannical on it, so if you end up killing this guy right here with your Tyrannical, your damage link will go away because you can't reapply your Tyrannical again. So you have to be very careful what you spawn your Tyrannical on. Basically, you're only going to want to use Tyrannical in a boss scenario now. It's not really that good for clearing trash mobs, to be perfectly honest. Like, it really isn't, because if you, like I said, if you kill that initial trash mob with Tyrannical on it, the damage link stops. Like, you're not going to get that damage link and bonus damage anymore. I prefer just to pop Immolation Spirits. I believe Immolation Spirits is almost 10 times better than Tyrannical, even during boss battles. So let's go ahead and we'll pop our Immolation Spirits. We'll go ahead and get your Blades of Vanquished up, go in there and hit stuff, pop your Fury, and then Dread Theft to wrap up all the trash mobs. And basically that's how you can clear trash mobs for, any dungeon, basically. You can, pop your Fury first if you really want, get that AoE going, get your BOV, go in, make sure you're hitting stuff, make sure you got, full sparks, it's just simple basic stuff here, guys. And remember, always be casting your at-wills too for spark generation. Like I mentioned before with Hand of Blight, the melee, you can go in there and just mow stuff down. So one more instance here. Let's get our pets and everything out of here. Start fresh. Alrighty. Hopefully they don't attack when I go back over. I have a feeling they might. Maybe. Maybe not. Yep, there they go. Okay, no big deal. But anyway, so like I said, if you cast your Warlock's Curse, cast Tyrannical, it's going to change that immediately. Cast your BOVA, your Fury Bolt. As you saw, that Fury Bolt hit for almost 210 right there. That wasn't bad at all. And then just go in with your Dread Theft. Let me get my AP up here real quick. We'll move on to single damage encounter. Alright. Let's see if I unsummon him, if he's a good little boy here. Okay, let's move on to single target, like for bosses, for instance. We're going to keep your Dread Theft up. We're going to swap out Soul Scorch. And then it's going to be up to you whether you want to use Warlock's Bargain if you think you're going to need the lifesteal rating from it, or Hadar's Grasp, which I am going to use. Now this is going to be for boss battles basically, or single target battles, depending. You know, sometimes you might just run into a single target. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta get my companion back out here. Alright, let's get him out. Summon him. Hopefully he's a good little boy. Okay, now for a single target boss encounter, let's say that this one right here, directly in front of me, this guy right here, is going to be your target. Now this is a normal rotation that I would do. Now normally I would cast Tyrannical first, however we're not going to do that any longer. I'm more comfortable going with Immolation Spirits first, and then casting your Sigil, then finish with Tyrannical, but because by the time that all that happens, you should have full sparks. Let's go through a quick rotation. This is going to be a boss rotation. So let's cast Immolation Spirits. Let's go in. We're going to lead with some at-wills for spark generation. We're going to pop our Hadar's Grasp. We're already full sparks. We're going to get our Tyrannical ready. Tyrannical is now on. We're going to unleash our sparks. Once your sparks are over, go ahead and pop your Dread Theft so your teammates can also utilize the debuff on it. And we're almost at full sparks again. Go ahead and pop another Hadar's on it and finish with a few more sparks. Go ahead and reapply your curse, and our daily's already back up. You're going to go with another Immolation Spirit. We have 15 seconds left for our next daily. Another Hadar's Grasp. You can toss a Dread Theft in there as well. By this time, the boss should already be dead, guys. It should already be dead. But that's just a simple rotation for a boss encounter. Let's just wait till my AP goes up here. Okay, so AP's up. Okay, so like I said, you're going to go in here, pop Immolation Spirits, get your sparks up, pop your Hadar's Grasp, get ready to cast your Tyrannical. Your Tyrannical's up. Go ahead and unleash your Soul Sparks. Our Soul Sparks are already over 1 million right now. That's 1.6, 1.3, 1.6, 1.9. So we almost hit 2 million on our Soul Sparks right there. That's with just self buffs. That would be probably 5 times more with Guardian Fighter buffs and Clerk debuffs and everything else. So yeah, there's our Hadar's Grasp. Immolation Spirits are back already. Toss on, you know, another Dread Theft. You will mow down bosses, guys. Even with all the recent changes, Damnation still does, you know, a good bit of damage. I haven't ran into many issues at all, really. If you guys have any questions with the rotations or anything, please be sure to comment. I will help you out. Like I said, it is pretty standard rotations. Nothing too hard, to be honest. So I did give you guys a trash mob rotation and a boss rotation. There really isn't much more into that. Like I said, it's basically personal preference for what you want to do. If you don't want to use Tyrannical, be sure to max out your Brutahador or a Cursed Souls. A Cursed Souls is an AoE that will actually heal you, and it generates Soul Sparks as well now. So a Cursed Souls is something you may want to look into if you have a low lifesteal rating. It's good for clearing trash mobs. Brutahador is actually going to be more toward the lines of a boss fight. But yeah, so not really much more to go over there, guys, for the Soulbinder Damnation Mod 10 spell rotation. Let's just do one more boss rotation here. We're going to flip in Warlock's Bargain this time. So let's go in, pop our spirits. There's our Warlock's Bargain. Get some Dread Theft going. Alright, there's our Tyrannical. Tyrannical's up, Tyrannical's on it. Deplete your Soul Sparks. You can actually guess that Warlock's Bargain in between sparks. Look, those are in the millions already, so 1.6. And just rinse and repeat, basically. We're almost back to full AP, which is going to give us another Immolation Spirit cast. Get another Warlock's Bargain. There you go. Let's get some more Immolation Spirits out there. You can use your Soul Sparks even when you don't have your Tyrannical on it. I mean, the damage is not going to be as much, but as you can see, I'm clearly hitting for, 500k right there with my Soul Sparks. And of course, the boss should have been dead a long time ago, so it shouldn't have been that big of a concern anyway. You should only go about maybe 2 or 3 rotations and the boss should be dead. If you're going through more rotation rounds than that, then maybe you guys have low item score, or the Guardian Fighter in your party isn't up to par, or there's a couple other factors, but 2 or 3 rotations for a normal dungeon should be adequate enough. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed the spell rotation video. Like I said, make sure you do go and check out the Mod 10 Ultimate Build and Guide. It will be linked below. If you guys have any questions, leave me a comment. I will try to get to them all. Alright, guys, we'll see you.